Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4Cap Scaler. On this video, we're going to talk about my opinion, my thought, and how I feel about PES 2018 versus FIFA 18. I'll give you my honest opinion, my honest thoughts on it, and I want you to keep that in mind while you're watching this video. These are just my opinions. It does not in any way affect you or your taste or your opinions, okay? But hopefully maybe this will be informative for you to see coin from both sides. Also keep in mind both of these games are 60 bucks. So you're paying 60 bucks. Whether you pick this one or FIFA. Right now you're looking at the match between Germany and Argentina. And it's being played on my TCL 55-inch P605. I am using a game mode. The game mode, it's turned on. However, when you turn the game mode, you do lose a little bit of that picture quality, but you get an excellent input lag, no latency, okay? Barely any latency noticeable, honestly, with the game mode on. But you do notice that you lose a little bit of that quality, like the colors are a bit oversaturated, and the sharpness is kind of crooked all the way around. But that's the game mode. Game mode is there to give you the performance. So let me give you my thoughts, my first thoughts on Pro Evolution Soccer by Konami. In my opinion, it is more realistic. The controls on the pitch are more realistic, and it's set in a more normal time lapse. The players are not like super fast and furious, Supermans running around across the field as they are on the FIFA. Here it's more natural, like the way the players move, the way they run, it's more natural. It just has that nice natural feel to it. There's a nice tempo of speed, and that's what I like. Wow. You see what I'm saying? It just feels more realistic. On FIFA 18, that's actually not the case. On FIFA 18, players are running really fast. You can't even catch up to them. Like that's how fast they're running, and they never get tired. But graphically, I would say that FIFA 18, it's more of an eye candy. There you go. There you go. Argentina scored a goal. What I mean by not getting tired is, like, yesterday I was playing FIFA and all of my players were just running across the field back and forth with full speed, like they were never getting tired, and I just felt like that's too bit of unrealistic there. And that's my only complaint about FIFA. It's just, I wish that they changed that. I wish that they made it more realistic. I just don't like that fast arcadish style that they have in FIFA. You know what I mean? Here, it's more realistic. It's done in a more realistic simulation kind of a way. And I think that's what makes this game make a distance between the other games, Oh my God, that was horrible. How did we allow that? It distanced itself from the FIFA in terms of realism, However, you guys have to keep in mind that FIFA 18, it's more eye candy, meaning that they're using a much better engine. They're using a Frostbite engine, the latest Frostbite engine that's being used in Battlefield 1. And on top of that, they're using native 4K with full HDR 10. So you'll be getting a full 4K treatment along with the new Frostbite engine that's put in place for the FIFA. And on top of fully licensed clubs and countries, so you have full licensed FIFA game on there. So that's something to take a look into, you know. Here, there's a few teams missing because they don't have the full license, so therefore it makes it harder for Konami to make it, you know, finalized, because EA Sports has that FIFA license, and you know, that's not to say that it's bad. You know, no one's saying that it's, oh, it could have been almost offside. Here we go, here we go. Oh my God, what happened? Was it a foul? Oh, he's gonna give him a yellow? Come on, dude. Just a warning. Diamara. What happened? It was an accident. It wasn't timely, you know. Sliding tackle wasn't timed correctly. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to switch to a FIFA 18 and on the same exact television set, and then we're going to talk about FIFA a little bit. And you will notice, actually, if you watch this video and you go back to the FIFA, you will notice just how faster the FIFA is in terms of gameplay. And of course, here we are with the FIFA 18. You know, graphically, obviously, it's just much better because it uses a better graphical engine. That's not to say that Konami's graphical engine, it's bad. They're still using that Fox engine. But I don't think they utilized full potential of that engine on PlayStation 4 Pro, because they obviously didn't raise their textures to be higher, and they didn't utilize the native 4K and HDR, which it's honestly disappointing that Konami didn't do that. Even though they knew that FIFA 18 is going to be native 4K HDR with much better graphics of Frostbite engine. So keep that in mind when you're going between these two. You have to keep in mind that here you are getting HDR. You're getting HDR and native 4K. Okay, you're getting that right out of the gate. And for those of you who still don't believe that it's not HDR, well, here I can just prove that for you right away. Here we go. There it is, HDR 10. As you can see, HDR 10. And you will also notice a couple of more things here while I play this video. You will notice that it's much faster. Like they're just moving much faster. Like it's much fast-paced game. You know, everything's moving faster, which it's okay, I guess. But honestly, you know, it could be a little bit unrealistic that they're moving so fast. You see, like they're moving so fast. Look at this. Oh. I'm not saying this is a big issue, that it's fast-paced. There's actually the settings. You can go on the FIFA settings and you can adjust this to be a fast-paced or normal pace type of a game. I think there's options on that thing. I did this purposely. Come on, here you go. Pass it, pass it. Oh my God. So, this is what it boils down to me personally. It really comes down to what is it that you're looking for. Pro Evolution Soccer, it's not bad, it's good, but you got to remember that you're not getting that native 4K. If you don't care about that native 4K and that HDR and a little bit better graphics, then I guess you can go with the Pro Evolution Soccer. It's you will have definitely a good time playing Pro Evolution Soccer. It's a very realistic gameplay. However, you will missing few clubs, because it's not a fully licensed game. In my personal opinion, I know what you guys want to know. You want to know, hey, but what would you choose? What would I choose? Well, I would say get both if you can. But if you have to choose, I would say FIFA. For obvious reasons. I mean, come on, man. You're getting more features. You're getting more accolades for $60. If Pro Evolution Soccer was like $29 or something like that, then okay, I could say, all right, Pro Evolution Soccer, you're only paying $29 and you're getting full, soccer experience minus few teams out, few clubs out because of the license. I would say, yeah, you could go with the Pro Evolution Soccer. But since you're paying $60, it's the same price. I would say FIFA, because with FIFA you're getting everything, fully licensed clubs, countries, everything, stadiums. On top of that, you're also getting native 4K and HDR. Here we go. Oh, and then you're getting native 4K, high dynamic range, and Frostbite engine on top of that. So you're getting a really good treat here. I know there's been some reviews. I know GameSpot gave it like 7. I thought it was a bit harsh for them to give it. It's gonna be a penalty. I did this purposely. I just want to see what's gonna happen with the penalty. So that was inside the box. It was stupid. So bottom line is, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you are willing to spend? Me personally, I would rather spend $60 on a full FIFA soccer experience. Shit. I would rather spend full $60 on a full FIFA experience with the extra features. Remember, you're getting extra accolades here. You're getting high dynamic range, which is a big bonus, with native 4K. And the brand new Frostbite engine that's being implemented here into FIFA. So that's definitely something to look into for $60. You're getting a much better deal with FIFA. Not to mention that Journey, it's an extra accolade too. You can play that Journey, continue the Journey, that single player experience. And graphically, it just looks better. Like the grass, the field, the players, they look more detailed on the FIFA. That's due to the Frostbite engine and native 4K high pixel density with high dynamic range. So all of these elements, they add to... Oh, how could you miss that? So all of these elements, they add to a much better experience. So let's get back to PES 2018. Let's jump into Pro Evolution Soccer again. Let's talk about Pro Evolution Soccer again a little bit. So here we are back to PES 2018, Barcelona versus Germany. I just used a random match. Graphically it's okay. It does uses the Fox engine, but the texture detail, it's not high. It's like a medium to low texture details. Like the grass doesn't look that detailed. And if it's not bad enough that you're not getting those high texture details, at the same time you got that lower resolution. You're not getting the 4K native resolution, which also sacrifice in picture quality. And then of course no HDR. And look at this guy. What happened to his eyes? Did you see that? It's like black eyes, dude. There's nothing there. That was weird. So So right off the gate, you are getting a sacrifice on quality here on Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, when I say sacrifice of quality, I'm not saying it's horrible. You know, it's still good. It looks good, but again, it could be hell of a lot better if they utilized a higher textures, high anti-strophic filtering, texture filtering, anti-aliasing, all the other stuff. If they utilize that much better with native 4K and HDR, this would have been hell of a lot. It would have been actually 9.8 out of 10. I would give it, you know. But the problem is they haven't done that. You know, they missed the ball on that one. But remember, the key thing here is the controls on the pitch and the gameplay. It is more realistic, and it just handles better. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, for a lot of you out there, you're more concerned about not so much the graphics and how it looks, but really about the gameplay. That's why you play these sports games. You're interested in like the pitch, the ball, the pitch and the ball, and how the players are moving. You know, passing, sliding tackle, calling players, this sort of stuff, like you're interested more into. You know, this is what interests you the most. Oh, that was stupid. Like I said, it feels more realistic. Like the movement, it's more realistic. The player have a sense of like tiredness, like when they're moving around. So it just feels more simulator like playing Pro Evolution Soccer. You see how he wasn't able to catch up to the ball. So I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, this is really something that you guys will have to, you know, decide for yourself. Was it worth it to you? Not having those extra clubs, and then not having that native 4K and that HDR. These are the things like you're gonna have to kind of reconsider. What is it you're looking for? If you're looking for a simulation for like a really good realistic soccer game, I would say Pro Evolution Soccer. Once you get used to the controls, it's just a hell of a lot better. Oh. Is, you know, as you can see, like me playing right now, it has more of a realistic tackle to it. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. So, I don't know. The way I'm going to end this video, it's going to depend on you. Like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for more realistic simulation-like controls? Then go with the Pro Evolution Soccer. But you're going to be missing a few clubs. Some of your favorite few clubs are not going to be in there because it's not a fully licensed FIFA game. You're also going to be missing out on that native 4K and HDR. I mean, you know, it's a shame, you know, having that 4K TV. I mean, your 4K TV is still going to upscale this to 4K, but it's not the same thing. So not having that, you know, native 4K and HDR, I mean, it's like, I don't think there's any excuse for Konami not to do that, in my opinion. It's not like they didn't know what FIFA was doing. They knew exactly FIFA was going to implement that HDR in there. You see how realistically he was holding me there, so I wasn't able to move the ball. And it makes it much harder to score, and that's what makes it more realistic. You know, in FIFA, you can actually score much better than here. Whoa, almost got in there. So, you know, to end this video, I would just say you have to decide. You decide, you make your own decision. Remember, you're paying $60 for both of these. I mean, each game it's $60. Whether you get PES 2018 or whether you get FIFA 18, you're still paying $60 on each individual game. But remember, you're going to be missing some features. on PES 2018. Now, those features, are they really that important to you? Or if you don't have a native 4K, if you don't have a 4K TV, then that 4K and HDR is not going to play a huge role for you, so you won't really care. But if you do have a 4K TV and you want to experience native 4K and HDR with a brand new Frostbite engine and fully licensed clubs and countries from FIFA, then I would say go with FIFA. But remember, FIFA has more of that like arcade-ish, fast-paced gameplay. Here it's more realistic, so keep that in mind. So there you have it. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about these two. They're both. Let me put it this way: they're both good soccer games, and it's cool that we have this option to choose between two great FIFA soccer games this year. But you also have to keep in mind they're both different. All right. So there you have it. Now it's up to you to go out there and make that decision tonight, which one you're going to purchase. You go to FIFA or you go with this. So you're going to have that final call. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Mr. 4K Upscaler, out.